Hi, my name is Sandy Carter. I'm the IBM Vice President for Social Business Evangelism, and welcome to our Social Business Coffee Break. We are in the middle of a whole series on social selling. So all of you sellers out there, which is actually all of you, hope you've been enjoying this series. The first trend we talked about or function that we talked about for sales is to build your social graph. And then next we talked about how to know your prospects and customers. Today we're going to focus in on your influencers and how you know who those are. So first of all, let's just talk a little bit about what an influencer is. So if you think about word of mouth in a social context, word of mouth is a friend or an influencer who is making an impact on your purchase decision, on your point of view, on your ideas. So it's someone who influences you in some way. Influencers are really important, especially in social, because today more people trust word of mouth or influencers than they do your own website. So it's going to be really important that you recognize who your clients or prospects go to for advice and counsel. Now, it's really easy to get a kind of a mindset that the person with the most followers in your customer base is the biggest influencer. It's the person that most people trust. But you would actually be wrong most of the time. In fact, here you see on this slide a study that was done by the UN. UN was looking for who were the biggest influencers in the Egyptian crisis. And their theory, who had the most followers on Twitter. Now you can see the little red graphs on there. That comes from our technology. And we found that Justin Bieber was actually tweeting a lot about Egypt, but he was not the biggest influencer in this particular space. People didn't trust him as a subject matter expert. He didn't have that level of expertise or trust that was important to make him an influencer. In fact, someone with far less followers than he was the #1 influencer because of their subject matter expertise, their influence, and their trust metrics. So as you're going through this, a big question to ask yourself as a seller is, who are your influencers? Now here you see a program based on IBM Connections as a way to find out your influencers, or your customers' influencers more importantly. So if you look at this, you can see the little red circles on the slide. Those people are influencing other customers. In fact, if you see some disconnected, you may want to connect them, influencer to influencer. You may want to bring in your influencers, like we've done for many companies, to have them talk to you about why they like your products, what don't they like about your products, how could you improve, and bring them in more closely into your brand army. Now, how do you detect those influencers? Well, I talked to you about, IBM Connections, which is a corporate platform. But you can also look at your customers themselves and see who they retweet. Whose information do they reshare? Is it an analyst, another customer? Who do they engage in a conversation? In fact, Hashtagify Me is one way to see who is being influenced by different hashtags. You can also use tools that are available in LinkedIn to see who are other people viewing, who are they really caring about. And of course, there's Clout as well, to see who is being influential in different areas of the business. It really pays to know who your clients are being influenced by. In fact, let me give you a great case study. This study is actually out on my blog, and it's a case study for us, IBM. So one of the things that we did is we took a sales team and we found out for what they were selling, who the influencers were in their local markets. And as we identified the influencers for customers in local markets, we found it was analysts, we found some universities, we found other customers. And so we were able to teach our sellers how to reach out to those influencers, how to have a point of view, how to challenge them, how to ask them for advice, how to basically form a relationship with an influencer of our own clients. After doing this for quite some time and getting them active and engaged with a point of view in the market, that particular sales force became our most productive sales force inside of IBM by using this trick around the influencers. So this is a big key, our third trend in the marketplace of how to sell more, how to be a real big social seller. My name is Sandy Carter, and this has been our Social Business Coffee Break.